Would you like to learn about one of the original interactive visualization tools that allows you to turn your reporting into an automated interactive experience for your stakeholders? Hi, I'm Brian Amrine with Value Driven Analytics, and in this video, I'll provide a high-level overview of Tableau. With that said, let's head over to our PowerPoint. Let's talk about Tableau. Tableau was the original interactive dashboarding tool, and it was previously quite dominant. But Power BI, again, seems to have really caught up with it in the last few months. Tableau was purchased by Salesforce.com several years ago. Similar to Power BI, there's a desktop version used to design dashboards that is ultimately used to publish to an online server version where the dashboard is viewed. Now, Tableau is generally more expensive than Power BI. Rather than the desktop version being free, like it is in Power BI, the desktop developer version actually costs more than the viewer license in Tableau. A Tableau report can have multiple dashboards, which are made up of multiple worksheets. A worksheet is essentially a single visual, like a chart, a table, a card, with an optional title and slicers, filters that might have been added to it. One of the downsides of Tableau is that most data visuals cannot be created directly on the dashboard, but have to be created as a worksheet first and then brought into a dashboard. Compared to Power BI, that leads to more steps being needed in order to create a dashboard often. With Power BI, you can create those tables and charts directly within the dashboard. That's a nice thing about Power BI, in my opinion. Creating a dashboard usually starts with importing data, similar to Power BI, creating calculated columns. Now, these will be slightly different syntax than what you'd have in Excel. It won't be as similar as DAX is, for instance, in Power BI. And then you'd create worksheets, which will be charts, tables, cards, and then drag those. This is the extra step in Tableau. Drag those worksheets onto a dashboard and format them rather than creating those directly on the dashboard. Similar to Power BI, then you'd publish it and schedule automated updates. Tableau, similar to Power BI, has flexible data manipulation, but there are some cases, in my opinion, where you kind of have to jump through hoops to create specialized, unique visualizations. Compare creating a waterfall chart in Power BI versus Tableau. And at least for me, I find it much easier to do that in Power BI. Similar to Power BI, dashboards are created via point and click, and then ultimately the refresh of the data is automated, scheduled in the online version. Here's an example of a pretty nice looking Tableau dashboard. You'll see, similar to Power BI, you've got some graphs, a map here, perhaps that doesn't, there may be some filters, yep, up here. And that's an example of a Tableau dashboard. If you like this video, I hope you'll consider liking it formally. And if you'd like to see more analytics, data science, and leadership training videos, please consider subscribing to the channel. Finally, if you have any questions on what we discussed today, please leave a comment and I'll try to respond to it as soon as possible. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.